Hey guys, I just want to do a quick breakdown on the US-Canada tariff situation that just heated up an hour ago. US President Donald Trump threatened to put a 35% tariff on Canada, citing the unfair supply management rules in Canada that puts heavy tariffs on things like dairy, cheese, and chicken from outside of the country. He also cited fentanyl in Canada, which is a little bit contradictory because he had previously been very happy that we were willing to work with him on fentanyl and we actually started doing some things to put better security on the border and whatnot. I think that aspect of what Trump is complaining about is specious. I absolutely understand the issues around supply management. Considering that supply management is bad for Canadians themselves, it's great if you're one of the few farmers part of the supply management system, but if you're anybody else, either you're being blocked out of the market as another farmer or you're paying higher prices at the grocery store as a normal Canadian consumer. But in the midst of all this, where is our Prime Minister? Well, he's on vacation in a location that he won't even disclose. I'm wondering if he just won't disclose it because he's vacationing not in Canada and it doesn't seem like a very elbows up thing to do. Now, I don't want Canada to be tariffed, and I'm not going to cheer Donald Trump on tariffing us because it looks bad for the Liberals. I just want to pay lower prices. But Mark Carney ran on the idea that he was the man with the plan and he was going to make a deal with Donald Trump. He was the one who imposed the July 21st date for making a deal, and he's on vacation. This is like the spring budget. This is like many other things the Liberals are doing. They say that they're serious about dealing with a crisis in the country, and then they putter about in Parliament for a few weeks. They, pass Bill C5, which doesn't really do anything. And then they, say we're on vacation until September or October. Deuces everyone, see you later. It's like, guys, can we figure this out? But the Liberals are unwilling to actually seriously engage on the tariff issue. They tried to impose the digital services tax in the middle of negotiations that ticked off Trump and caused him to flip the table. And the Americans, even when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were president and vice president, had been complaining about the DST, and we tried to implement it in the middle of negotiations where we're supposed to be lowering tariffs on both sides. And then right after we got rid of the DST, we stopped implementing it, and we got back to the negotiating table. Soon after that, we then head out to go suntan somewhere. And I am, again, maybe Trump's just going to be unreasonable at the end of the day and try and slap a crazy tariff on us. I think what he's doing is a negotiating tactic, saying 35% to make us sign a deal faster, because right now the Liberal government doesn't seem to actually be negotiating. But hopefully it gets figured out.